Hi everyone, it's Andy Cooper. Hope you're all well. Just going to do a little bit of a training on making money with Oriflame. And it was something that was sparked off by a chat with Jill the other day, and we sort of were talking about the direction we're going in and training and coaching and all sorts of things. And one of the things we picked up on was we do see an awful lot of training with regard, and quite rightly, with regard to the products and skincare and the whole range of stuff that's going on with Oriflame right now, the tech side and AI, and there's a whole area, but it's tending to be directed towards the actual products, which is great because Oriflame have fantastic world-class products, but not so much talking about how we're making our money. And I think that's a little bit of a mistake because I would say most people join to make money. So I think it's really important to have conversations and keep it right out there, how we make our money, the different options for making money, so people get to grips and get to understand, how they can make money, which hopefully will inspire them to stretch themselves to actually achieve those money, those income goals that they might have. So I'm just going to share some very basic slides I put together just to kick off this conversation. So bear with me whilst I bring up the screen. So here we go. Just going to share this with you. Just going to turn this into a slideshow. So here we go. So just move me out of the way up in the top right hand corner. So here we go. And I've just put some say I've done it real rough stuff. I'm no expert with doing all the IT stuff. I tend to like to just if I had a flip chart, that would be my preferred way of doing it. So I've just jotted down a few scribbles just to chat around. So the thing about Oriflame, the thing about network marketing and the industry we're in, there is no limit on how much money we can make. And I know right now, because of the direction people's finances are going in. There's never been a more important time now for people to find ways of earning extra income, whether it's an extra 250 a month to pay for maybe a new car, or 500 a month to help pay the rent or the mortgage, or £1,000 a month. Whatever it is, people really, really need this extra income. And we can help people achieve that. But there's some fundamentals, there's some keys to doing this. So the first one, in my opinion, is developing a customer base. Now, we can sell products, we can promote, we can go online, and we can attract people to look at the site and buy products. VIPs, etc., can buy when they want to from their own site. But if you've got something where it is regular, and it's almost I was going to say on the left column there, it says predictable, reliable, regular, obviously profitable, doable, and also teachable. Then that's something I think we really need to keep bringing out and highlighting how important this is. And that's a customer base. Um, I built a customer base. I had one down in Bristol before we moved up to South Yorkshire. I built up another one in South Yorkshire. So it's really doable. We just went out there and knocked on a few doors and shared the catalogues, as simple as that. And obviously, we've got training on how to do that effectively. But a good customer base and I would say a minimum customer base would be to have 50 customers. What that will do for you, it will create around £250 every month in sales. That will give you over 200 BP. Now, BP is a requirement that you need to earn on a team. You need to do 200 BP to earn on a team, and that's the most you need to do personally to earn an income, to earn bonuses on your team. So the way a customer base works, and it's tried and tested, I've done it numerous times, and it works, is build up to at least 50 customers. Now, some people have got customer bases with 1,000, not 1,000, 100 customers in. 1,000, that would be pretty hard work, but substantial numbers. The more you do, the more you're going to earn, obviously, in terms of commission, personal sales. But if you have 50, On average, 1 in 3 people will order each campaign. Some will order every campaign, some every other, once in a blue moon, but on average, 1 in 3 order. And the average return as a minimum, and a lot of people get a way more than this, but as a minimum is £5 per catalogue dropped to your customers. So if you drop 50 catalogues to your customer base, on average, you'll get £5. So 5 times 50 is £250. That's a good target to help you build and develop your business, but also to coach. Now, obviously, some people will want to do way more than that, but as a minimum, to allow you to build a business, to allow people to actually put money in their pocket, aim for teaching people a minimum of 50 customers in a customer base to actually do £250 per campaign. Now that's a fundamental, that's a key to developing a much, much, much bigger business. So what you're really looking to do, though, is three things. Just where's my mouse floating around? There we go. So you're talking about retail. So we talked about retail, build a customer base. Was talking about sponsoring, recruiting. So finding people who want to make some money, and actually then teaching them how to do that, teaching them how to do a number of things. So you're teaching them how to build a customer base. So here we've got Sam on board. So you're teaching Sam how to build up his customer base, but you're also going to begin to teach Sam how to start sponsoring. So here you're teaching Sam how to sponsor Sue. And again, you're going to teach Sam how to teach Sue how to sponsor and how to build a customer base. So it's all about teaching. And once you've got the teaching side going, you're beginning to get duplication. And once you've got duplication, you've got no limit as to where your business can go. So, this is something that I'm sure most of you know all about, but I'm just going to highlight it again because, again, it's another fundamental, another key to building your business. We earn bonuses on teams that we grow and develop. There's actually two types of bonuses. One is a unilevel bonus, which is I'm showing here. The other one is a generation bonus, which is up to an extra 3% on your teams. So there's some really big money on offer here. So remember that. But one of the keys is this 0.56 down here, something called business volume, because we get paid our bonuses on business volume. And business volume is quite straightforward. It's the actual retail price less the 30% commission, less 20% at the moment VAT. So we take that off, or Oriflame take that off and create something called business volume, and we earn the bonuses, the percentages on all of those. So just so you've got an idea, we pay what they call 5 generations or 5 levels deep. So your front line, which is really important, front line is the people you recruit direct to you. Then you've got, so that's level one or generation one, or front line is the first level. Then you've got levels after that. So people who join, people are on your front line, the level two, and then people who join people on your second level, they become level three, four, and five. And at the first frontline level, this is where you earn the most money as a bonus, is 12%. Then you earn 9%, then you earn 5%, then you earn 2%, then you earn 1%. Now, you don't earn this immediately. You have to be a certain point within the business to earn 100% of that 12%, if you know what I mean. But these are what you can earn once you get the business up and running. So there's some big bonuses to be had. And you can actually earn in depth within your team. Now, I always recommend you actually work and develop frontline, because if you work frontline, that's where you're going to get your real income in the short term from. The future, your security long term, is build in depth. So for income now, build frontline to you. But for security, start to teach people to come on board and to recruit so you develop some security in your business. Remember, a minimum of 200 bonus points that you need in order to earn on your teams as they develop and grow. So here's an example here where we've got a team manager. Now, team manager, you need 1,800 points, which is actually £2,069. Now, as a strategy, I would aim for 10 frontline, doing £250 each. So you're getting them build a customer base. Remember, you want them to do this Um, month in, month out, regular, reliable. So that's why having a customer base is so important. Well, that will generate £2,500 in sales times 0.5%, 5.6 times 0.56 to create your business volume, which would be £1,400. 12% of your £1,400 is £168. Now, that's £224 in a calendar month. You might be getting an extra £100 upwards from your own personal customers, your personal sales. So that'll give you over £300 a month. Now, this is the important thing. If you're chatting to somebody who's just joining you and you start to get a feel for what they want to earn, and what they're looking to do and prepared to do to create that income, it's really important to explain to them how they can do that, how they can achieve that extra 300 a month or 400 a month or 500 a month. And if you understand how the plan works, how the reward plan works, then you can do that. And when people understand what they can get, they can then start working towards that. So that's really, really important. If people just join and they're told just get a few orders, they'll have the excitement of that for the first week or three, but that will disappear. When people aren't earning money, they really do quickly disappear. So it's really important to show people how to earn money, so they have a game plan in terms of what they need to do. So move that forward to another level, which is senior team manager. Senior team manager, you need to do 3,500 bonus points. So to do that, I would suggest you just keep doing what you did. You joined, shown somebody how to get started, shown them how to do £250 worth of retail, and so on. So you then recruit another one, sponsor another one. So if you've got 20 front line, you will have a turnover of over £5,000 times that 0.56 business volume, which in this case would be 2,800 times 12% will give you £336, which is, you add in your own personal sales would be over £500 a calendar month. Now that's a substantial extra income. And the important thing is if you're teaching people how to develop an income, that's going to give you the growth and longevity because within teaching them to build their income, you're also teaching them to sponsor, which is part of their plan to create their income. So if you get this up and running with people so they get a good grounding in what they're really looking to do to create the income that they want, that's going to give you the growth, but also the longevity. The longevity comes from people week in, week out, month in, month out, doing the sales, bringing people on board. Um, and I would personally say developing a customer base with the catalogs. You can do it online, but with the catalogs, you can actually develop this longevity. So, so important. So, just taking it a step further, if you want to earn £1,000 per month, you're looking to get to the director level. And what you need there is you're developing your 20 frontline brand partners. You've now naturally you will have other people who want to repeat what you're doing. So you're then looking to help people get to at least team manager level. So if you get two people get to team manager level, where they're developing their 20 frontline, you'll get to director. That'll create £1,000 per month. So that will give you, really good income. But the important thing is you can show people how they can earn £1,000 per month. And then you can work it back at what they need to do. The fundamentals, the key to the business is building a customer base and building from there. So just to remind you, really we're doing these three things. We're doing some retail, we're doing some sponsoring, and we're doing some teaching. Um, it's so, so important that it's a simple business, this. So it's so, so important to get this across to people. But if people are actually getting into this, then you're going to have some movement in your business, some excitement and some growth in your business. So again, there is no limit in terms of what we can earn. And with an Oriflame globally, there are people who do earn 15, 20, 30,000 pounds per month or per campaign. And that's because they've just really got into it. They've developed their teams, they found their leaders, they found people who become team managers, who then become senior team managers and on to directors. And so it goes from there. So there is no limit in terms of what you can do with this business, but it's really important to have the fundamentals and those keys to actually getting it started, which is all revolves around building a customer base and then showing others how to build a customer base. So that's just me talking a little bit about money. A lot of that is my opinion, but I'm pretty certain other people share this duplicatable stuff. So hopefully, if anybody got any questions on this, then obviously you can ask me or ask your sponsors, your upline, etc. But I hope we can have some more conversations about making money, as well as how to work with the fantastic products. My favorite product. It's not the skincare, it's not the beauty products, it's the wellness products and the wellness for men. I've not had a cold. I've lost count how many years now. I've not had a cold, which is amazing. Before, I used to take the wellness tablets. I used to get colds all the time. I don't get colds anymore. So to me, we've got some fabulous products that we can promote, but the catalogs, they're my secret weapon, if you like, getting out there, building a customer base. The catalogs are doing the work for me. They're doing the selling for me. I just got to get out there and crunch the numbers to make the income. So again, no limit to what you can earn. Just got to get it out there and do enough of stuff to make it happen. Okay, that's me done. So thanks very much for let's stop sharing here. Thanks very much for listening to that and look forward to chatting some more about making money. See you soon.